Welcome to this random special episode where me, Banoon, and Charlie will be looking into who is she? Who is she? And this was posted today on Twitter, like an hour ago or something, at 10 a.m., March 17th, and it says, "Fearsome foes of unfathomable power await you in the realm of shadow. Hashtag Elden Ring. Hashtag Shadow of the Erdtree." So we will be discussing who we think this could be, because if you haven't noticed, this is a pretty crazy image.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, I'm back. Hi.
Hi.
Oh. What were you talking about?
Her weapons remind me of the half-wheel of the centipede, and he said that this reminds him of
the damage to the shadow tree.
Yeah.
And the gold pouring out of it.
And I was like, I like what you're saying. Keep spitting.
The colors are inverted. Right. Isn't the tree, the shadow tree, kind of
it's like black
neutral colors? Yeah. So yeah, it's like a blackish gray and it's leaking gold. And this is like the exact opposite.
Why?
It's coming from from like a dark portal or something.
I think she's just chilling out in darkness.
If you look at like the torso, it's going up into like a black cloud. I know, but it's like she came out of this black mist stuff.
Dark mist.
But and yeah, what I instantly saw is like the hints at all kinds of omens and different,
like, obviously, right, with all the horns.
Not omens, the demigods. I'm sorry.
I mean yeah, but omens too. Like, absolutely, right.
You see, like
a female omen.
Yeah.
The posture is like the exact same of Godwyn. It just like with the arms.
I feel like she's like coiled up like a snake. Like, that's what it reminds me of, like a snake about to, you know? Like she's about to like lurch forward at us.
Yeah, definitely.
Or like a bird of prey, you know, like the birds of prey, like they like jump down and like a bird, you know, kind of has that stance whenever it's about to attack as well.
The Noon said she thought it was a person hanging out of a portal, and that got me thinking, this isn't necessarily still only one person, because we saw the other two omens in a trench coat. This could be...
I don't think so, because like I said, you can see all the way up to her hips.
Yeah. But exactly how long are their legs? Is that...
Well, I mean, if you bend over, your torso would come about, like your neck would hit about your shins, you know, if you were really like doubled over. I mean,
this person is going to have a lot of reach.
Let's see. According to the Googles, what do you call that?
Possible that she can extend like the god's
a hamstring pose.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like when you double over, I mean, yeah, you do come about to that level. See what I mean?
Ooh. I wonder if this is one half of the two omens in a trench coat. Probably not.
Probably not.
But I wonder if those...
She seems regal to me because of the gold. Like,
it's the gold mask. The gold mask. It's the coat that is exactly, or not exactly, but it's almost the same as Morgoth's. The horns are almost the same as Moog's. The posture of the arms is almost the same as Godwyn's. The hair is almost like Marika's, as you said, like this one long side, one short side. So I think there's something behind it. I think it has a reason why it looks like that.
Yeah, and I mean, just based on that,
Maybe
like,
it's the shadow
this could be Marika.
all the
Like,
demigods. Maybe it's the shadow.
Because like I like you're saying, like what you're saying about the combination of demigods, right? Like it kind of reminds us of all the demigods, but that's why I think maybe this is Marika, because it's like you got the one side with long hair, you got the one side with short hair, just like Marika has, but like obviously she doesn't have any color to her, but then again, don't you have to like divest yourself of all that is golden to enter the land of shadow?
Mm-hmm. The only things gold on this individual are the armbands, the cloak, the leg bands, and the death mask.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you say death mask?
Just
Instinct?
general term.
Like
General term. No,
okay.
like it.
It does kind of remind me of Godwyn, just like the that's how
that
his,
gave
like,
me
little
Marika
mouth.
vibes. Well, the mask is giving me Marika vibes because it's half a face and then another half that is obscured by something and clearly different than the other
this
side
is like
of the
how
mask.
she's always pictured to us, with like one long side cover, like kind of covering her face, and the
But it's like
shoulder
that
side.
could be the Marika Radigan.
It could be a red herring as well.
You're focusing too much on this one detail, because one hair, this one.
No,
hair,
I'm not saying that. It's the gold of the mask. The fact that, like, I don't know, she reminds us of all the demigods. Like you said, you got the cloak, you got the. So that's what I was saying. Like, if she reminds us of all the demigods, like Godwyn, it's like, what is the one thing that they have in common? They all have the same mom. That's where my brain goes.
Her own shadow away, yeah. Not her shadow bound like Malekith, but
like there's got to be a reason why she had Mo and Morgoth. Like they had to have looked like her at some point, right? Or
I thought it's Godwyn's influence, Godfrey's influence of being Crucible time era, where all of this stuff is seen as yay, and we see even in like the normal creatures that they are budding horns. So I thought it's a leftover of the Crucible time. But if that is Marika indeed, somehow, then it could explain why.
Just because you were spitting, you were spitting on it. She's also got like this cold aura around her. It reminds me of the Deathbird. And you were saying like darkness.
Is that skin icy? Is that skin stony?
It looks like stone.
I can't stop looking at the weapons and the effect on them. It reminds me of the Black Knife assassin armor, its ability, and I'm wondering about where they learned that magic from. Because I look at those weapons and I see better versions of the Black Knife.
Well, what's the
And I see the native magic of the Black Knife assassin armor. Radon learned gravity magic from the Alabaster Lords. The Black Knives learned killcraft from these people. Whoever this is. Or this is like one of their leaders,
So like you think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie, would you pull that up?
Yeah.
Especially the weapon too.
Wait, where'd it go?
Yeah, I know. No, I see what you mean. Like the resemblance between them.
Yeah. I want
It just reminds you of it.
Yes. It's evocative of it.
Yeah, the pattern on it. Yeah, I know what you mean. It has those Black Knife vibes.
And also like the purple,
and,
like the whole color scheme,
Yeah. And I'm holding Mox's Black Knife in my hand right now. And it looks like crude cast iron, where that looks like a fine blade of steel. But it's like, it's either the rune of death that corrupted the inside of the blade, or it's just not as good of a creation. I don't know which.
Well, if like you were to I mean, just the curve.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure. It's like this is like a corrupted version of the curves.
Yeah.
Like these are like the fine curve, like truly depth.
Oh, maybe that's what it was before it was twisted into the black knife shape.
But it also kind of reminds me of like bird wings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got like that.
Especially when they hold them up twinned like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'll bring up my Twitter post. I have a Twitter, by the way.
Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. Oh wait, the kids call it X now. But yeah, this is. I just like vibes, you know, like just side by side vibes. Like stands up like a bird. I don't know.
People acting in animalistic ways.
2
Omens in a trench coat jumping around, role playing as a lion.
What's the
A sword dancer cosplaying as a bird.
They're weird weapons. Not really though. Now that I'm like looking at them, like, yeah, not really.
Ooh, would you zoom in on that though? That does look cool.
Like, yeah, it just looks like primitive compared to that. That's like so finely cut. I don't know. But I was saying it reminded me also of like maybe like Lieutenant's armor. Oh, how do you spell her name? I don't know.
L-A-T.
Latena. That's it.
Oh. No, it's not. Are you thinking of Latena or are you thinking of the knight?
Oh, I might be thinking of the knight.
Loretta.
God. Was this the armor I was looking at? It said like something blue.
It'll be the top one.
What are you thinking about?
I don't think it's this one either, but...
Are you thinking of the Carrion Royal Knight armor?
No.
That is also blue? No?
It talks about like blue like metal. Oh my god. What is it? I was looking at it. Metal. Blue silvered mail armor. That's what I was thinking of.
Yes. So you were thinking of
blue
Latena.
silver. Yeah, like this like looks like the same color to me. Like that's what I got the vibes of. Like I know it's cut like the weapon is very much like the black knife, but the metal itself is what I was feeling.
Would you go back to the description?
It also reminds me of Marika's veil, like the color and the gold in it.
Yeah. Blue silver is a metal born from the same mother as the archers themselves.
Who is she?
Oh, who is she?
Oh, who is she?
Yeah. It's weird, but it's a beautiful picture to look at.
Oh, I love it.
I wish we had more.
Oh yeah, what's the thing that there's a tweet that was with it. Hold on, sorry, I definitely could reference
something
it.
about those.
And it's funny because like you remember how we were saying that it's like the demigods, earlier. It's like They say, yeah, fearsome foes of unfathomable power await you in the realm of shadow. And I thought fearsome, like my brain immediately went to Mikola. Is this Mikola? Like, everyone's Mikola.
There's no way around it.
I don't know.
Everyone is Mikola, and Marika is also Mikola, so everyone is Marika.
Yeah, someone brought it up
Marika's
too. The same pose. Yeah, for sure. Ah, dang it! They had the same thought as you, Banun. Immediately.
Yeah, I know.
Is it Godwyn? No, it couldn't be Godwyn. Right? Right?
It could be Godwyn's soul.
And then there's like the eye that's like
Broken. Scratched.
Claw. Like.
But the other one is probably too, as you can see. Through the hair. Just a tiny bit. I mean, the hair is growing out of the eye. I don't know about that. If that's worth mentioning.
But then I'm like, everything that's associated with claw marks has to do with Malekith. So is this the Gloam-Eyed Queen? I don't know. Because it also has the purple in the horns. That's why like also made me think Gloam-Eyed Queen at first. I was like...
Imagine now everything that dies goes into a big pot.
Big pot. Everything that we fight goes into one. I mean, I guess that would make sense because she could be absorbing like aspects.
Yeah, of everyone that died. Godwyn's soul died. Morgoth died. Moog died. Marika probably seems like died.
She ain't home.
Marika ain't home. But wouldn't it be just so subversive for Marika to just be super, like, not pretty?
I mean, I'm with that. I'm not against it.
I don't know. This just gives me so much more hype. This could also just be, like, some random boss.
Area Boss 5.
Yeah, like, Charlie called it Area Boss 5. They're just like, yeah, this is just like a normal enemy that you encounter. It's like, oh, well.
Imagine. Just a field boss.
Oh, it could be like Daedicar, because Daedicar had her face flayed and had a multitude of grotesque children.
Who?
Daedicar. That's like Daedicar's woe.
That's like one of the items that makes the game more difficult.
Yeah, she had her face flayed. Disturbing likeness of a woman whose skin was flayed. She smiles with a serene tenderness. Increased damage taken. It is said that this is a woman named Daedicar, indulged in every form of adultery and wicked pleasure imaginable, giving birth to a myriad of grotesque children.
It could be one of her children.
I mean...
Could be one of her children. Could be her. I mean, she's wearing a mask.
It could be Godwyn trying...
Oh, wait, it might... Dude, look. Look at the... Oh my god. Look at the... The, like, thingies on the mask. Yo, it might be her.
Ooh.
Yo! Wait a second. Yo, dude.
This might be one of the myriad of grotesque children.
Or her, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no horns.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about the lines, like the...
Yeah.
This.
But see,
it matches up.
Ooh, see? Yeah, I'm circling back to the death mask. What if this one and the two omens in a trench coat were both... It's like, this is what they mean by giving birth to a myriad of grotesque children. Omens that weren't seized and clipped.
I mean... Yeah.
The children of Daedicar. Dedicated Daedicarians.
I mean, nobody dies anymore, right? So it's like...
Nope. They sure don't.
I mean, but I don't know. Even those that, like... Do they die? The people that are in the shadow world? Or do they just go right back to the lands between? I don't know.
Or are the ones dead, trapped in the land of the dead, and they can't go back because it's broke.
Is it Tarnished born? Like, do you come totally from somewhere else? Or you come here when you die? Or were you in the lands between, and were you one of the dudes that was sent with Godfrey and came back? Or are you just...
Yeah, it's like, my lord Godfrey, I divest... It's like thee and thy warriors.
I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, you will be driven from the lands afar, where you will live and die. Then, after thy death, I will give back what I once claimed. Return to the lands between, wage war, and brandish the Elden Ring. Grow strong in the face of death. Warriors of my lord, Lord Godfrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who... Like, there are some people that are tarnished that I don't think that they were Godfrey's warriors.
Yeah, Roderica is probably...
Yeah. Well,
yeah, so who... Was she...
Yeah, because like...
part of the Lands Between before?
No, she came from somewhere else.
So she was somewhere else, died, and became tarnished out of a sudden, and she was like, what the fuck? Where am I?
Well... The thing is, when it's like when you go to the Frenzied Flame prescription, she's like, don't do this. Births are still happening. So it's like, the people are still being born. It's like, Roderica, is everyone in the Round Table Hold tarnished?
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, everybody's in... She is tarnished, like, but she didn't...
But Roderica
never saw
is like...
Grace. She never sees
one of
Grace.
the ones... Yeah, it's like she was born into this world after the fact. She's like, yeah, I got a dad, and I'm freaking... All my men were slaughtered.
But then Hugh says, like, that girl you brought here. Like, he says, like, that brought her...
You brought here.
You brought here. It's like, I brought her here? And, like... To get her there, you either have to give her the Crystallians memento, or you have to go sit at a site of grace beyond Stormvale.
Yeah, you got to move beyond it.
I don't know. So it's like entirely dependent on what you do that she's able to make it to Round Table, which is interesting.
But yeah, it's also to circle back to what Banoon was asking.
Sorry, if you go to the one that's on the other side of Stormvale and you go back in, then her hood is there in place of the Crystalline memento. So it's like, I think the implication is that she died in Stormvale.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, kind of. Who knows? These are all just legends, but that's kind of the implication.
But to circle back to what Banoon was saying, the way I want to understand it is, there is the original clan of Godfrey that becomes tarnished and then gets sent off to the no good, very bad time. And then she brings them all back and life continues. These people are tarnished. The children they have might be tarnished 100% of the time. Maybe they'll have grace. I have no idea. But the population has since expanded from the first group that was labeled tarnished. So like Roderica, a greenhorn. Freaking, she might be tarnished, but you know, she was no warrior.
I think it has something to
Godfrey.
do with her eyes. Because her eyes are blue, and everyone who sees Grace has like gold in their eyes. Like there's like, I think like Golden Rune like 6 or something says something about...
None of the tarnished has yellow in their eyes.
No, because they're tarnished. Exactly, because they're tarnished. Yeah. So like, anyone but the people born with Grace have gold in their eyes.
It's like any other color of eye is not Grace.
Not Grace.
Even if you set your eyes to gold in the character creator,
not
it's not
noble. Like think of it more like that, like not noble, or like not noble. Like the less gold, like because there's a lot of people who have like partial gold in their eyes. But
God said it was us, not you. Sorry.
Right.
Huh.
Tough break.
Okay.
Those born of the grace of gold were born. Those born of the Grace of Gold were firstborn of the Grace of Gold were born with the most vivid coloration, something like that. That's what I think of whenever I see all these horns with all the different colors. Because like the horns are so purple and so like pink and orange and green. They're so colorful. Look at them. They're so pretty. And it's got that, it's like metal almost. So shiny.
What do the other horns look like in Elden Ring? Or other horns that look like that?
Yeah, like look at Moog. And they've got color under them. They're like kind of purpley, kind of greenish. They're just black. Not like super duper shiny.
I think they are colorful. We just don't see it in this red light.
Yeah, I think they are too. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this was a random spur of the moment video because this was posted on Twitter. Is there anybody else who wants to add something before we skedaddle?
I think I covered everything I wanted to say.
Me too.
You sure? Everybody, speak now or forever hold your peace. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I am still working on the Stormveil video. It is in the works. It is just Stormveil is hella convoluted, if you know what I mean.